Hi folks, we're at a ghost town here, central South Dakota. This is Wendte, former town of Wendte, South Dakota here. So we're gonna walk around. There's a lot of old cars and stuff, all kinds of stuff buried in this grass. We gotta watch for rattlesnakes because it's a real hot day and they could be out, so I got my boots on. But there's an abandoned house here, a couple houses actually, and a lot of vehicles. So we'll walk around, and we're also right on the edge of the Ted Turner Ranch. There's a huge ranch here. It's a buffalo ranch with some buffalo out there, so we'll probably do at the end of the video just a little bit by the buffalo so you can see them off in the distance. But we'll walk around these and just enjoy the video. Well, we're gonna start over here. Here's the house, or one of them. The roof is all coming off this one. And here's an F1 pickup. Pretty good looking little 51 or 2. Got the toothy grill. Look at the 1967 license plate there. It's been parked a while. Nice grill in it. Looks like the wind has wreaked havoc on the hood, but that would make somebody a good little patina truck. Things out here, they can sit out here like this forever and they just don't rust. Look at the cab corners on there. Just a little surface rust, but no rust through. And this one was a 5-star cab. You can see the door panels are a little different. And it looks like it did have the stainless on the windshield, but somebody's popped that off from the looks of it. Probably a trophy hunter. Needs a tailgate, but that would be a worthwhile truck to get. We'll you know, attempt to contact these people and see if we can get any luck with any of these, dragging them in, who knows. Well, there's a little Ford car in the distance. We're just kind of walking through these piles of metal here. There's an inline 6-cylinder engine of some sort there. You never know what you'll find in these places. Could find an old sign or anything. Who knows? There's some tin cans. Looks like they've burned out some buckets of trash here. The metal out here can just stay right on the ground. You can see these old air cleaners. That's an old 4-barrel air cleaner there. Kind of a big diameter one. That one got a little rot out in the bottom. And that's because it has no lid on it and it collected the moisture and just sat in there. But a lot of things like these wheels laying here and stuff, just good usable parts. All kinds of wheels here. Here's an old Chrysler wheel, I think. I don't know, maybe that one's not sure what brand maybe that's a Ford wheel. I don't know, maybe somebody can tell us on the video. Looks like there's a pair of them here. It doesn't have the usual alignment pin like a Chrysler would have. There's the old house. You can see this side had a nice porch there with the posts and stuff, and you could look at watch the sunsets. I gotta watch for wells here too. Whenever you're in these ghost towns, you gotta watch for wells. Looks like a Mercury taillight there on the ground. Just kind of scanning to see if we can find anything here. Another usable wheel there. Here's another one there. That one is a Ford wheel there, I believe. There's a cylinder head. There's the old refrigerator laying on the ground. Just a really cool place here too. Get over a little closer. Look at the porch with the post. Really cool. You see the old white paint underneath the porch there where it hasn't cooked off on the parts out here where the sun is hitting. It's cooked it all off. You can see right through the roof up there too, out that window. Always kind of makes me a little spooky when I get into these kind of situations, but we'll look in there. Look at the stairway going upstairs. Here's another old Kelvinator refrigerator here. All the floor is gone. Things out here, the gumbo moves around a lot, so the foundations go bad quick, and once they start cracking and moving, the houses are kind of unstable. We'll check this out. Oh, look at this here. I didn't even notice this. This is a real early house here. This is a log house. Along the rivers here, they would take the logs, cut them kind of square, and this is the remnants of one here. This is a real early homesteaders cabin here. There's an old bicycle on the ground here too. can see that in the grass, but there's an old bicycle frame there. Yeah, that's an old homesteader's cabin right there. Imagine, I mean, it's maybe 12 by 16 feet. Can you imagine raising a family in that? That's what they did back in the day. Here's a big pile of old bricks. And I see an early automobile here. Let's check out this cowl here. See what it is here. It does have a tag on the side of it. Boy, that's kind of funky. You'll notice the hood hinges go up through the cowl there. That's a Willys. It's got the Willys tag right there. It's what's left of a Willys. See if I can tip it or not. Maybe it's stuck in the ground there. But that's got to be a 30s, early 30s Willys, I would guess. Kind of a valuable part for somebody that wants to start building a gasser. Start with a cowl. There's the old bed frame right here. I'm walking on the springs. It's all buried in the grass. Piece of metal. I have found porcelain signs before in some old dumps and stuff, so that's why I always keep an eye out. One time I was digging through an old dump at a town not too far from us. It was a city dump, and there pops out a nice oil sign. It was about a 30-inch round red, white, and blue oil sign. I don't remember the brand of it. I sold it years ago, but it was a nice find. So this is a little Ford car here. Somebody's grabbed the headlight bezels, so we're always looking for those too. They're good for custom cars. That's a little Ford sedan there, about a 52 or 3 right in there. Just kind of scanning the area, see if we can come across anything. Some old sewer pipe here. I saw a toilet laying over there. There's some more old bricks on the ground there. Walk around the Ford car. You can see what I'm talking about with the rust here. This has just been laying out here for probably 50 years. And you can look, I'll get down close. You can see it's just starting to bubble along there, but no rot out. Really keep an eye out for snakes on this hot day. We don't know. With all this deep grass, I don't need a snake bite right before. We're gonna go out to Carlisle and Hershey pretty quick here, so we got lots more videos coming up. Swap meets and different things. I just thought this was kind of a fun thing local to South Dakota. These are the kind of places that we go to a lot looking for stuff and different ranches and such. Here's a station wagon. This is a fancy one too. Look at all the trim down the side of it. We'll get on the other side, a little Ford station wagon. Country sedan right there. Somebody got the front clip off it at some point, but still a good solid body there. And some of those, I don't know, you folks probably know better than I would, but some of them have a 9-inch rear in them too. That are the older 9 inches are the ones that are sought after because they're narrow, good for hot rods and stuff. Here's a little Plymouth. Look at we get some severe wind out here, and you can see what it did to that hood. Just peeled it right back. Looks like a 53 or 4 Plymouth. This would be a good little item here. These little trim pieces on the top of the quarters. Those are kind of nice. It's got both of them on there. I see a grill right here in the grass too. This is what I'm talking about with just seeing stuff laying around. That may be an Oldsmobile. I'm not sure. It's something with a big die-cast grill in the center of it's broke out, but you can see the shell of it's still good. There it is. Make a cool wall hanger or rat rod piece. There's another old hand cut timber building here. Another little house. Look at the old porcelain stove in there too. Kind of a green porcelain. I don't know if you can see it in the video there. This one's kind of fallen over. I came up here years ago, probably 15 or 20 years ago, and I think one of these buildings still had a top on it, but I see they're both turning over to Mother Nature there. That's a Model A door right there, rear door for a sedan. Good solid door too. And that's another example. Like what we're telling you, this door's probably been sitting out here for 60 years or whatever. Watch out for snakes under it, but look at the bottom edges of that door. Just a rock solid door. Oh, here's the back end of the Model A right here, looks like. Now that looked like it laid on its back for a while and rotted some out, but that's the back of the sedan. Here's another Ford here. '56 Ford. Four-door. Somebody got the headlight bezels off that one too, but still some pretty good front fenders. There's a lot of good parts on there. Look at the lineup of them over here. Look like this must have been Ford country right here. There's some old cow bones laying in the, I don't know if you can see right here, but sometimes these don't come out great in a video, but there's all the ribs, and there's like the pelvis. Looks like a cow laid down there and just died right there from the looks of it. There's another Ford here. It's got the old dealer tag there. It says Eureka, South Dakota. That's kind of out in the eastern part of the state. This is another one that's just a body. See if I can get on this side. Well, there's the nose for it over there on the ground. So that's another four-door. We'll check the nose out here. Actually, that nose is off that station wagon over there. It's the same color, I believe. Oop, I'm gonna fall on something. Yeah, that's what that is. I think that's the one off that station wagon. 58 or 9, one of the two. There's some more cow carcasses there. Gonna check out these cars over here. Look at this one here. This is a Mercury. Now I don't know if this is the frame that came off it there, but there's a frame laying on the ground there. But that's a Mercury, and that not only is it a Mercury, it was a two-door Mercury, a coupe. See if I can shut that door. Give you a better picture of it. Well, that door's kind of wedged itself there, but it's got a nice pair of doors, and it's been cut into a pickup years ago. But that would be a great donor car for somebody, because the bottom of it, we'll look in here. Look how solid that bottom is. All rock solid, not rusted out. Looks like a little damage to this door over here up at the top. They probably put something through there to pick it up, but that's a pretty valuable pair of doors. And really the whole thing, somebody could cut that bottom out and put it onto one that's all rusted out. Here's another little shoebox Ford. Looks like a 49. You can always tell the 49. It's got the single bullet grill and these little banana tip parking lights there, whatever you want to call them. That's a four-door shoebox Ford there. And here, actually this looks like the Mercury front clip here. It's the front clip off that Mercury. Well, we'll get over to this other side, and that looks like a homemade contraption with a Chevy frame there. You can see they were sitting way back here. That's kind of wild. I don't know if that was somebody's hunting rig or what, but look at the long, you can see the made up clutch pedals and stuff there. But look at the long steering shaft made up out of a piece of rebar all the way down here to the steering box. That's pretty wild. But it looks like a GM frame of some sort. And there's another big truck frame underneath here. Not sure what brand it is. It says Highway on that piece of the spring shackle there. Looks like a snowmobile here, tipped over. What's left of a snowmobile? It's an old semi-trailer. But we'll jump in behind us here and see what these other vehicles are. Well, here's the old livestock trailer laying on the side there. Got quite a few different wheels and stuff. Look at, there's a good wheel right here. The old artillery 6-lug Chevy. That one's a 17-inch. It's a good item. Nice solid wheel. Looks like that trailer there was full of wheels at one point. The trailer fell apart. Here's another homemade contraption here. If that was a trailer or what it was. Made up out of another GM frame. Some more piles of metal here. I see some fenders over there or something on the distance, so we'll go check them out. Here's another truck frame here. Wonder what they did with all the old truck cabs. I don't see them laying here. Sometimes I find cabs that was taken off years ago and they made a trailer or whatever out of the frame, and you know what I'm looking for is the cab nowadays. People put them on modern chassis. This looks like something later. It's an inner fender. There's a bumper here behind me. Looks like actually a 63 or something, maybe Chevy. 60s Chevy looks like anyway. Well, here's an old Oliver 70 looks like. Got some birds flying out of there. Got some good sheet metal on it. And we got a couple over here. There's another 48 or 50 Ford truck. Looks like it had a push bumper. That's what makes me wonder if this place wasn't a garage at one point with all these vehicles, because this one here is a push bumper with rubber pieces on it. This was an F1 as well. Too bad there's so many bullet holes in that front fender. Well, look at all the bullet holes in the hood too. Somebody's having fun shooting at that one, but it is an F1. There's the tag still. Been sitting here quite a time. I'm going to grab the steering column out of it, looks like. That's a good item for hot rodding. Still got the running boards on there. And here's an advanced design Chevy pickup box laying upside down, a short box. Here's another car here. I guess somebody cut the top. I was wondering if it was a convertible, but I think they cut the top off of it. You can see the windshield posts here. Looks like a Chevrolet. What's left of one anyway. And we got another car here. Let's check this one out that's laying on its side. This one's got a 1967 license plate on it. That looks like a Chevy as well. Yep. See if we can see inside it at all. This one's a 53 Chevy, is what it is. Look at the bullet holes on the top of that. There's got to be a couple hundred bullet holes in that car. There's the pickup box on the ground there. And you can see over here we got one more abandoned house. And you're kind of along the railroad tracks here, so there's quite a bit of railroad activity. You can see all these timbers and stuff that the railroads get out here. So anyway, this is what a central South Dakota ghost town looks like. Current day situation. And we're going to head back down from where we're coming from. But we'll probably stop at another place and show you the buffalo, and maybe one other place if there's any cars there. I don't know. We'll check it out. So stay tuned here for a few minutes. Well, we did get permission to come back here, so we're going to check these out. Look at the nice headlights and the nice chrome on that hood ornament. That's a 41-7 Dodge truck. Looks like the rear axle's been cut out of it. There's an old Farmall tractor. But I wanted to get back here. It looked like an old stock car or something maybe. I don't know. Yeah, it is an old race car here. 37 Ford. Number 25 on the door here. Let me get out of the shade here and see if we can check it out. Get this door totally off of it. That's interesting. Looks like it has a GMC gauge cluster there. Took a few boots in the rear. Punch that rear end in. That's a really neat old stock car. See if I can read any of the writing on this side of it. There's something in right there. Number 25. Looks like advertisement for a hotel maybe? I'm not sure. Pretty cool. There's an old McCormick piece here. Oh, and this is a pickup. I was thinking it was just a cab. But the way it's laying in the grass. Oh, check this out too. Just gonna pan over here real quick. There's an early axle there. Looks like maybe for a four-wheel drive truck or something. FWD maybe, solid rubber tires. But this is a Ford cab, but it looks like a Chevy, no, a Dodge, I guess it is, pickup box. Get in the front of it here. Anyway, it's a 37 Ford cab there with a Dodge pickup box behind it. And it was probably a bigger truck. Pretty sure it was. Let me check the fenders here. I know a way to tell at the back of the fenders. Yeah, it's got the step up, so that I think it was a bigger truck, but 37 Ford truck anyway. So the guy says he might sell this, so we'll talk to him a little more. I figured I'd just add it to the video. Missing the windshield frame, but fairly complete otherwise. Anyway, there it is, and we'll get up the road to the other ones that are on this property. Well, folks, we're gonna end it over here because our camera is heating up. It actually shut off, said it was too hot. It's 102 degrees, which is really unusual for mid to late September. But anyway, we got a Plymouth Savoy on the end there. And you can see an international truck. There's an old dent side Ford. Looks like a couple more Mopars over there. A Dodge maybe right there. A couple under the tree there. There's an international truck there. And there's some old tractors and stuff over here. And another walk over here along the fence. You can see there's another 48 or 50 Ford truck over here. Well, we got a little drone footage coming, so keep tuned here. Here we go. We're gonna fly over. And you'll see a few cars that we didn't get to in the video, and that's because our camera shut down because it got too hot. So there's a shoebox Ford and a Kaiser and a couple Dodges over there, I think, over to the right back there. So we'll just do a flyover and show you what it kind of looks like, the area. And way down to the right, down this road, is the other lot that we checked out. So you can see that place is down there in the trees there. You can see the roof line of the house. Stay tuned for the buffalo. Okay, folks, well, please give us thumbs up, give us good comments. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And we'll show you the buffalo herd we promised to show you. This is on the Ted Turner Ranch in central South Dakota. You can see they go from where I'm pointing there to the right, all the way up that hill to the left. There's thousands of them. And it's a good thing to stay back from. Ted Turner owns more land in the United States than anybody else, is what I've read. He owns a huge area in South Dakota, I know. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll catch you in the next round. Thanks for watching.